Let's face it, who doesn't have one or two memories of situations we've faced where we think, wish we could go back in time and fix that? Well, today we discuss how to actually avoid having those situations happen and create a better future, create better interactions. By increasing self-awareness, we can improve our emotional intelligence, and that's what today's topic is all about. Have you ever found when some people find something really funny, whereas another person might find it so disturbing and upsetting? What about yourself? Have you ever found yourself acting irrationally, feeling out of control? And later on you go and think, wow, right now, if I had a chance to redo that, I would totally go back and do it differently. Well, my friends, this is the topic of today's chat. How self-awareness can really improve the way we become more emotionally intelligent. Being emotionally intelligent or having emotional intelligence means that we are acutely aware of how we think, feel, and act at any given time, and this, as a result, improves the way we conduct ourselves in relationships to anything and everyone. So, emotions has been talked about for eons, but recently Dr. Bruce Lipton said something that really stuck to me, and I always use it with my clients and my students. Emotion, Dr. Lipton says, is energy in motion. It's a bit of a relief, to be honest, to know that emotion, if it's energy in motion, that anytime we have an unexpected reaction to something, be it negative or really positive or ecstatic or unexpected, it's just the energy is finding its way to express itself. When you study yoga or practice yoga and Ayurveda, you actually become aware of how much energy is actually moving through you and how to manage the energy really well so you don't have unexpected or irrational expressions of energy. Self-awareness can increase your ability to have pleasant experiences and also improve your mental health. And today we're going to talk about what are those 3 self-awareness developing practices that anyone can do to start on the journey of becoming emotionally intelligent. So, practice number 1 is becoming aware of your breath. Most of you have heard about the practice of pranayama. Pranayama is a very delicate practice, and in the Yoga Sutras, it is said that you need to have attained a level of connection to your breath that is sukshma, which is subtle and effortless, before you should practice actual controlling of the breath. So what that means is most of the pranayama practiced in today's world, which is probably through podcasts or online programs where there's no teacher actually training you how to practice pranayama for you, can be quite a dangerous practice and really make things worse than better for what it is actually meant to deliver. So pranayama is the practice that we want to head towards to gain better intelligence of our emotions. But the beginning of all pranayama practice is something that we always need to stay in touch with, whether we practice pranayama religiously or not. The reason being is that to practice pranayama, you need to have the right environment, circumstances, and preparation done for you to actually start to practice good pranayama. But the basics can be done anytime, anywhere, as a maintenance and as a preparation. So this is what you need to always remember. Before you start your pranayama journey, practice breath awareness. So you can do this right now. Become aware of your breath. How are you breathing? Are you having any difficulty breathing slowly? If so, that means that you are having a difficult day today. You are having a difficult day to slow yourself down or calm yourself down. What about those people that have respiratory disorders like asthma? Well, anything that you already manage, you know you have your good days and you have your bad days. So just like that, you need to be aware of the day that you are going to be exposed to the triggers, and you need to plan ahead to make sure that you don't disturb your breathing even more, right? Next practice is to become aware of your experiences. Now, it's called mindfulness. When we are mindful, we're being completely present to the experience that we're having right now. We're short-circuiting our mind from drifting off to the past or the future, where it starts to find associating memories or ideas of what this moment is all about. So, practicing mindfulness means that you are completely here, experiencing as much as possible of this experience right now. Like you're listening to me or watching me, then be here right now and notice yourself having this experience, be it visual, audio, sensory perception. Observe them. How are you experiencing it? Now, when the mind comes in and says, well, look at that, look at this, think about this and all that, all of these thoughts are actually either referencing to the past or referencing to the future, or telling you, giving you more information than what is actually here. So mindfulness means that you are completely engrossed in the sensory perspective of yourself right now. Many people practice yoga for this reason because, let's face it, it's not possible to be mindful throughout the day. There are certain activities that require you to be multitasking, right? Like driving, for instance. So what you need to be giving yourself is at least one activity. Start with one activity in your day that you will commit to doing mindfully or with full mindfulness, like cooking or a yoga class where you are completely present with yourself, your body, your mind, your experience. Some people even look at lovemaking as a mindful experience. You can. Anything that involves your sensory experiences, do that mindfully and notice the difference that you feel from just being on autopilot versus doing it with presence. Last practice is journaling. We are studying yoga in this century because ancient seers had taken notes in their journal. And so journaling has been an ancient practice in yoga and Ayurveda for a very long time. So just remember, your notes are very important for you and your journey. So journaling is a very powerful activity that you can do to increase self-awareness, because then you get to see what truly matters to you, how you think, what you value, and what truly matters to you. And that's the way you can also really value what you value. Because let's face it, if you don't value your own values, how can anybody else? So these are the three really core essential practices that I prescribe to my students of my teacher training programs and mentorship programs, because these practices are just like what brushing your teeth is to tooth decay and what skincare is to having no acne. So they may sound very simple and like no-brainers, but when you do it with intention and knowledge of why you're doing it, you will start to see the results of how quickly you become self-aware and how quickly your life experiences and the quality changes to deliver you to the style of experiences that you wish to be having. You will become less reactive. You will become a lot more aware of what's happening around you to be looking after yourself more often. So, one last bonus today is the practice that I teach about releasing emotional blockage. You can practice this at any point of the day, anytime, anywhere. So, if you're ready, you can close your eyes, sitting up or lying down, wherever you are. Let us take a big, deep inhale and sigh out any residual tension. I'd like you to place your attention on your breath and become aware of the quality of your breath. You don't need to change it, you're just becoming aware. Don't judge it. Don't talk about it. Allow yourself to just see it as it is. Now, become aware of your body. Become aware of your feet, your knees, your hips, your spine, your hands, elbows, shoulders. Become aware of your face and your head, your belly, your chest, your back, your lower legs, upper legs, your lower arms and your upper arms, your neck and your shoulders. Okay, now take a deep breath in and breathe out. Tune into your body and notice any sensations that are coming up in your awareness. Any sensation. It could be a tingling, it could be a coldness, it could be heat. Notice where your mind's attention is going. If you also want to inquire in your body, is there any pain in my body? Do I feel any pain in my body? Is there any pain? Where is it located? Let your mind take you. So you've discovered that spot. Now ask yourself, what is this about? And this is a time where you just allow your mind to show you. Allow your body to show you. Try not to judge, approve or disapprove. It is just a memory. Okay, now that you have heard it, and if you haven't yet, you can do this by pausing the video and sitting with your sensation for longer if you need. Keep breathing and noticing and seeing with the eyes closed. And once you have discovered the story of this sensation, tell your body, tell yourself, it's not your fault. Thank you for telling me. Now, if there is a memory attached to someone else, forgive that person by simply saying, I forgive you, or I forgive whoever that person is to you. And then ask them for forgiveness also. You can visualize them talking to you, and you can say, please forgive me for whatever the story is. And lastly, forgive yourself. I forgive myself for whatever it is that you're feeling or thinking. And then take a sigh. For those of you that know the Ho'oponopono method, it is a simple 3-sentence practice, which is, I forgive you, I'm sorry, I love you, thank you. And then the next sentence is, please forgive me, I'm sorry, I love you, thank you. And last sentence is, I forgive myself, I love you, thank you, I'm sorry. This is the way the practice works, to just release whatever's stuck as energy. So once you have completed this process, you can rub your hands together. Once you feel a little bit of heat and energy between your palms, cover your eyes like a cup with your hands. Take a nice deep breath in and sigh out. Keeping your eyes covered, flutter your eyes open inside your hands, looking downwards. Remove your hands from your eyes, and then you can get up, stand up, and have a nice stretch. Standing up, having a nice stretch, let it go. And hey, if you like, you can journal about this as well, and then move on. I like to do this daily as a practice to keep my emotional hygiene up. You might do that too. And anytime that you feel upset or feel like there are sensations in your body that make you feel like you're locking up or stressed. Okay, my friends, I hope you found this video helpful. Please leave your comment, like this video, and share it with anybody that you might find it useful. By you liking this video, you actually help others to find this video as well on this sea of YouTube videos. Thank you so much for your presence and attention. We'll see you next week. Have a lovely week ahead.